PRP Sports Show, the official podcast of Pleasure Ridge Park High School Athletics. In each episode, we bring you exclusive stories and interviews featuring our coaches and athletes. If you're a fan of PRP Sports, be sure to bookmark or subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Thanks for listening. Here's the latest installment of the PRP Sports Show.
Welcome to another Pleasure Ridge Park Sports podcast, where today we're going to be talking about facility upgrades and the fundraising that's associated with it. Today I'm with Nick Waddell, the athletic director at Pleasure Ridge Park. Nick, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Great. A little cold, but we're going to get over that hopefully in the next couple of weeks. How are the renovations and changes to athletic facilities going so far?
It's going pretty good. They just started, as we speak, they are working on tearing down the football stadium and clearing it out so they can get ready to do the drain reservoir where the turf field's going to drain, and that's the first thing they got to do. And then after that, they're cleared out, and we'll start putting down turf field.
That sounds fantastic. What's the timeline about having the entire project finished?
August 1st is the deadline. They have till August 1st to have it all done. Hopefully it'll be done before then, but that's the target date for the entire phase one of the plan. And phase one is the football stadium, the track, and the turf field.
Okay. Now, will while they're putting those things together, they also going to be putting in new stands and new concession stands?
The concession stands phase two.
Phase two.
That's a separate phase, which could be done before August 1st or could be done after August 1st. It's really up to them getting some contractors in here and getting, they're going to be clearing out some of the buildings, but not all of them. But we are going to be getting a new concession and restroom on the home side. That's good.
That's a big fundraiser for us. As far as individual products, once they do the football field, are they going to go to the baseball field, the softball field, or how's all that going to work?
Now, the baseball stadium is getting ready to be approved by the MSD, and that's what we're waiting on. And that'll be, as soon as that gets done, they'll start working because the baseball stadium itself is sitting in storage. We're waiting for MSD to approve, and as soon as it gets finalized, they're going to get to work over here, and that thing will be up pretty quick.
Yeah, because baseball season is just around the corner. Now, will they be doing anything to the softball fields too?
Not right now. That'll probably be next year.
Okay. Now, a lot of things are happening here at PRP. Do you believe the new facilities will encourage, a different sort of athlete or new people that might not have considered PRP in the past to come and go to school here and play sports for us?
Well, I do know that it is going to be a first-class facility, and it's going to be the best turf field you're going to have to play on around the area, because sitting in the meetings, we didn't just choose the cheapest field. We chose the best field of the companies that were selling them. So our field is going to be the same quality as U of L's.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be really nice. It's going to be beautiful 9-inch field of rubber and sand with Eco-Cool on it to hopefully keep it cooler than most fields. It's going to be a first-class field. It's going to be exactly like U of L's, except, specified to PRP.
Now, will we be having some kind of celebration once the field's completely done to open the new field?
Oh, yeah. We'll probably have an opening day. We haven't really got to that point yet. I'd like to do some things, to thank the school and thank JCPS for building the facility out there. And, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We really haven't thought about that yet, but we'll definitely have an opening night. We are selling the seats, and that'll be coming out next week. We have 120 chair backs that are going in the middle. They're black chair back seats. The football stadium will have red backing underneath the bleachers. It'll be 3,100 seats on the home side and about 750 on the visiting side. So we're getting ready to send out a purchasing form where people can put their name on the back of the seat, buy that seat for a certain amount of years. They'll have their name on it. They could buy it forever if they want to pay a certain price. So it's a fundraiser because we have to buy the seats ourselves. So I don't think we'll have a problem with our alumni and our community selling those seats, but it's going to be beautiful with the black seats in the middle and the red around it. It's going to be red, black, and white. It's going to be pretty sweet.
Now, talk about the field. We're not going with your normal green-colored turf, are we?
Well, it's going to be alternating green. It's going to be just like U of L's. In the middle, we're going to have our Panther in the middle, and the end zones will be black with a red PRP and a red Panthers.
Well, that sounds great, especially with the new football coach, Brandon Dunn, coming in with the new staff.
Yeah, we're excited. I can't wait to get Brandon on the podcast because Brandon's ready to go. He's already working so hard. He's been up there every day, and he's putting together his coaching staff. And let me tell you what, some of the coaches we have on our staff have, about 20 years of NFL experience coming on staff. So it's exciting time for PRP football. It's exciting time for PRP high school and everything that's going on. I can't wait.
Yeah, it sounds like it. For a project like this, we always have to talk about fundraising. Are there particular fundraisers you have in mind so that not only can we support the facilities now, but down the road?
We're going to start with the chairs because we have to pay for the chairs in the middle, the chair backs. And then we're going to go on a new fundraising campaign to eventually get a video board on the school, on the stadium, and other things, facilities. We are looking at building an indoor practice facility. So I'm going to, with the Panther Athletic Fund and the booster clubs, we're right now exploring how we're going to start raising big time money. And it's going to take big time money to build big time facilities. So, what we have now is kind of just the beginning of what we want to do. Kim Salyer always said it's free to dream.
Right.
But I think today we're now in a position where, we can dream and we can actually get those dreams to come true. And there are a lot of opportunities we have here at PRP because we're such a strong community.
I know since you've been here, things have really taken off for athletics.
Thanks.
Being a coach here on the soccer program, I get to see what other teams are doing, and it seems like the numbers are increasing in most cases for our sports.
Yeah, our numbers are increasing
And
every day.
I know you've got a couple new sports that have been added or are getting ready to be added. Would you like to talk about those a little bit?
Yeah, we added girls wrestling, and we have a really good team this year. And we have like 10 girls wrestling, almost a full team. They're doing a really good job in competing, working hard, and that's a really, really fun sport to watch. Our wrestling team as a whole, boys and girls, is growing. I don't think our numbers have ever been better. We're in the toughest region in the state, so we're probably right up there in the top three. So we're right where we want to be because Coach Roth's doing a fantastic job, and the kids work extremely hard, and they're great kids. You can't ask for any better kids than what we have in wrestling. But girls wrestling is taking off, and every day, it seems like we're getting new kids to come out, so that's good. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say the growth of the women's program as quickly as it's come is amazing.
Yeah, we're looking to continue to add on that. That's really been a pleasant surprise with girls wrestling. So we want to keep adding on that. We want to keep exploring that. Any girls that are interested in coming out and wrestling, you're more than welcome to come on out because we're still taking people. But we also have started boys volleyball, and I played boys volleyball when I was growing up, and I was pretty good at it, I guess. But I love it. It's my favorite sport, and we've got a lot of really good kids playing, and we're excited. This is our second season. Next year it becomes a KHSAA sanctioned sport. So we're already ahead of the game. We're trying to get some more JCPS schools to add. I think we have, of our metro group, I think there might be 8 total now, which is really good. We're forming a league, and we're starting to, we're going to be going to tournaments and stuff, and it's an exciting time for them. And the kids are working hard. They're already there doing open gyms and working out and conditioning, and we'll start practicing February 15th, and we'll roll off just boys volleyball like it's a regular program at PRP.
Yeah, I know some of my soccer players are also playing volleyball for you, and they love it.
Yeah, they're good too.
They go out there and they really work hard. We've really tried to create a culture on the soccer pitch where we're bringing in kids that love sports and going to do the extra time. I know they probably drive you crazy coming up here all hours of the day and night, just jumping the fence and going to work out on the soccer field. But it keeps them off the street and it helps us become a better program. And I thought we had one of the best young teams in the state this year.
For soccer?
Yeah, for soccer.
Yeah, we do. And keeping them off the field is that's not a bad thing to have to do.
No.
But they're up there every day working, playing soccer because they love the sport and they're going to be good at it. And that investment is a long-term investment, and eventually it's going to pay off. And when we win the region in a few years, it's going to pay off as region champs. So
yeah, and one of the things that our coaching staff pushes is for our players to play other sports.
Mm-hmm.
because we recognize we bring in some quality athletes. Some are very tall, some play basketball, volleyball, and some of the other sports. So, if you come to PRP, you get the opportunity to live your dreams in the sporting world because we have all kinds of sports available for you to try.
Well, you said the word, and the words, said the words opportunities. Miss Duff, we have the best principal in the world, and she told me you never have to ask for permission to expand opportunities for kids. So, with that said, we're having an interest meeting on January 25th about lacrosse and boys lacrosse. We're going to try to start with boys lacrosse because it's the most expensive.
Right.
I think it was like $600 to outfit one kid, but we might have a little bit of money to get the program started. And there's some interest for some kids. I've got coaches. I think some of your soccer coaches have agreed to coach it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. And with the turf field, lacrosse will go naturally on it. And then we'll go on girls lacrosse because girls lacrosse is kind of like field hockey. We started field hockey, 5 years ago,
Right.
and our program's maintained and is doing well. So, and we're proud of our field hockey program. And I can't wait to see what kind of interest we get next week for lacrosse. I hope it's good, but I think it's going to be better than it was last year. We had a group that was going to play it before COVID, but COVID hit, and
Right.
and those kids have graduated and moved on. So now we're trying to, we had to drop back and punt on that one to try to get lacrosse going. But I think at PRP, I think if you open the interest up, and looking at boys volleyball, a lot of those kids are new to athletics.
Mm-hmm.
They don't play, some of our kids play other sports, but it's opened up an opportunity for kids that aren't on a basketball team or on a football team to come out and play a sport and compete and learn how to be a good teammate and all the good things that goes along with playing on a team. So,
Right.
and that's what's exciting about it. And, the more teams we have, the more kids that we have playing sports, athletics, and activities, the better our school is.
No, it also makes well-rounded students. Sports teaches people how to work together, play together, and the big thing that I find is a lot of these kids coming out of other schools have problems writing and communicating. And sports gives you that ability because you have to be vocal. You have to have relationships with your coaches and your other players. And that's why I've been such a big advocate of sports is because you give them an opportunity to do something other than sit on the couch eating bonbons and playing video games.
Most of the kids get bored. They can only do that for so long, and then they got to go find something to do. It gives them structure. Statistics have said, kids graduate in high school, they graduate 100% if they play sports because they have to.
Right.
You don't see kids that go through 4 years of athletics that don't graduate because they can't play, and they're going to do what they have to do to play. That's when I played, when I was a student athlete at PRP, I did what I had to do to get by so that I could play. I probably should have been a better student, but you don't have the behavior incidents. You don't have, you have attendance is better. So all around it helps the culture of your school. And when you're winning and you're having success, it makes the culture of school so much more positive. And, people want to be there.
And kids today, they have so much pressures on them inside and outside, in the home, outside the home. Sports gives an outlet for them to physically get out and work out. And if they have some aggression, it goes away because of the sport and how the sport's handled by the coaches. And just to get an opportunity to be part of something that you'll remember all your life. It's funny, my brother and his friends, they still talk about their days playing football at Trinity. And they're 60-year-old men now. And that just left such a big mark on them. And I know you play baseball and love baseball also. And, where would we be without the ability to compete and do these different things? I think kids would get in a lot more trouble than what they are.
Oh, there's no question. If I wouldn't have played baseball at PRP, I don't know if I would have graduated. I don't know. Playing baseball for Bill Miller is something that you don't really think about at the time, but it was an opportunity for me to be in a very well structured program to do what I forced to do what I was supposed to do, be a good person, good citizen, get good grades, and I learned a lot about that kind of stuff from Coach Miller, and we're much better people because of people like Coach Bill Miller and Coach Dan Leeser and the great coaches that we've had here, the coaches we have now, Larry Kinley, Mike Baxter, Coach Black. I mean, we got so many great coaches here at PRP. You don't have to walk very far to find great coaching.
Right. And that's a feather in your cap because they want to come work for you. They believe in your vision of athletics and where the program's going, or they wouldn't be here.
Well, I appreciate that, but they've been here a lot longer than I have, so I'm here because of them. And my job as AD is to try to provide everything we can for the coaches to be successful, so that they could be successful with the kids. And that's the job of an AD, is to try to provide all the resources you can at the time. Sometimes you can't provide that many resources, but sometimes you can. You get opportunities that arise as time goes, and we just like the opportunity Dr. Polio gave us to fix the the Title IX, the money for safety issues, and we're able to fix our baseball stadium. And without that kind of opportunity from Dr. Polio, we would never have been able to do that. So,
Right.
and then we're grateful for that too, because when every time you have an opportunity to improve, you got to take advantage of it.
Well, the things are going in such a great way, which kind of leads us to the next topic I want to get into is a couple years ago you started a Hall of Fame, and it's been getting bigger and bigger every year. Um, Can you tell us a little bit, like how the process goes to nominate somebody, what the rules are, and how long people have to nominate? Can anybody, do they have to graduate from PRP, or can they be a teacher administrator? How does all that work?
Well, right now we're taking nominations for the 2024 class until April 1st. It's the rule, the bylaws say after 10 years, if you graduate 10 years, so this year would be the class of 13 would be the cutoff date. So anyone that had graduated from 2013 before then, they can be nominated, but you can nominate anybody at any time. And the process is pretty simple. You just nominate somebody, put some information down, and send me an email at my email, nick.waddell@jefferson.kyschools.us. And you can send that email to me, and we will always keep it on file.
Mhm.
So once someone's nominated, they don't really have to be nominated again, but you can always send more information about that person. Most of the time I get a nomination, I'll send it to the committee, and they'll ask for more information, so that when they make a decision, they can put all the information together, because we got it's a lot of work. We have plaques, we have a Hall of Fame area that we're sitting in right now in the new gym, and it's actually turned into a really nice area, besides all the wrestling mats in it right now. But that's okay. The wrestling team had a big meet last week, so we're going to get ready to be shipping these off. But the plaques and the trophies are, we have to put all that together. They get plaques at the event, and it's really turned into a good event. This year we had the event at school, and I think that we had it at an outside event, an outside facility last couple of years, and it just was more special in the building.
Yeah.
A lot of the alumni came in, and there was Mr. Haley, Greg Haley, came in from South Carolina. He said, I ain't been in this place since I graduated. And he graduated 73, so this place was just built then. It was brand new, and a lot of people. There was a lady that was a general in the military, and she came back, and she was just so happy to be back at her school. And they came in. They came in on a good day. We had the football youth league out there running around, Valley Sports playing. We had our teams playing, and they couldn't find a parking spot. I said, "Well, welcome to PRP, the true community school."
Good.
Yeah. So we're on class. This will be our 4th class, and it's growing every year. And we're making a little bit of money on it as a fundraiser. But really, it's become a great event to meet the former All-Americans and the former greats of PRP athletics. And it's actually really fun. And one of the things that I like the most about it is research and the statistics on some of these people. Like, we had a softball coach here, and I did not realize that he was in all the Hall of Fames. He was in Softball Hall of Fame. He was in Western Kentucky's Hall of Fame for baseball and basketball. And it was it's amazing to see the statistics. When I looked up Sarah Drury, who's the head of volleyball operations at U of L, I did not know. I knew she played on the Olympic team. I didn't know she was the captain. And I didn't know all the statistics and all the accolades that she had won. and it was just amazing. And it's up in our hallway. And when we put them up, there were some volleyball players in here looking and goes, "We had a player that was a captain on the U.S. Olympic team."
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah." I said, "She was pretty good. She works for U of L right now." And that's a connection. We sent one of our players is now one of their managers and doing good there. And it's a good connection.
Yeah,
So,
you talk about one of the premier volleyball programs in the nation now, U of
oh
L.
yeah, they're fun to watch.
I think a lot of
I
that,
wish they'd start men's volleyball.
yeah, yeah,
It's a lot faster. Men's volleyball is all about power and speed.
right.
Now women can hit the ball hard too, but the men's is like it's on a whole nother level. You will get hurt if you don't. If
Yeah,
last year we were playing Lafayette down there, we went to a tournament in Frankfurt. We went to Lafayette and DJ, one of your soccer kids.
yeah,
We were competing with them. We had just barely lost to Trinity's freshman team. We're a new team. We had 6 players. So Lafayette's really good. They've been playing for a while. So it's like 10-10, and then it's like 12-10, and then all of a sudden this kid rotates back to serve, and he jump serves like an Olympic jump serve right off DJ's face.
oh,
The ball bounced off DJ. DJ.
yeah,
Is right off his face off the wall. So welcome to the game, DJ.
yeah.
And I told him, you can't go down. We only have 6 players because if you go down, we got to go home.
You've been tattooed.
Yeah. He played with his left eye shut the rest of the game, and let me tell you what, I don't think we scored another point because they were really, really good. But hopefully we'll get to play them this year again because we're a lot better than we were last year.
Well, and I also grew up playing volleyball living down in Alabama. Dad used to ship us off to Florida in the summer. My brother and I played a lot of sandball, and I used to have one of the top co-ed teams here.
They said sand, we were thinking. I've always thought about putting in a sand volleyball court here, and we could be something we do because the athletes can train in the sand, and then if sand volleyball or beach volleyball ever became popular, which it's growing across the nation, then you would definitely put a sand volleyball court, and it'd be kind of cool to do.
Yeah, and it's not real expensive. It's sand and the net. Makes it kind of easy. Overall, are you pleased with how the facility upgrades and fundraising projects are advancing?
Well, we got to do a better job of raising money, and that's something I'm kind of steering myself toward now. And I think that we have everything in place now with the booster clubs and really good group of people with Coach Dunn here, and I think we have a lot of opportunities to raise some significant amount of money to not only take what we're getting now, but advance facilities on and on and on because there's always upgrades that need to be done. And when you have indoor facilities, your kids have so many more advantages. They can practice and play in bad weather. They can do a lot of things. They have more space. We need more space. We're gonna add sports. We need more space. We need more locker rooms. We need more practice facilities. We need more space if we're going to grow. But we have to grow because if we don't grow, then we're dying. So we need to keep growing. So that's kind of where we're at here. I think we can do a better job now with the facilities. I mean, with fundraising. The facilities are improving. I think I got all my projects done. We just put in new glass backboards with LED. If I could ever get the box shipped in to where we could turn them on. We got the new all glass backboards in the big gym, brand new bleachers in the old gym. The old gym's been decorated. It looks really good. We played a basketball game the other day and won. Leslie Drury Prather Court. It was pretty cool. And George Cope Gymnasium. It's awesome. Once we get the baseball stadium in there, it'll be beautiful. Okay, it's seat over 800 people. Beautiful. Once we get all those done, or the wrestling rooms, we're waiting for the padding to be sent. It's already been paid for. Completely renovated wrestling room. Black padding on the ground. I mean, they're wrestling right now and practicing on mats that are older than me.
Yeah.
And so that whole renovation's coming. It's just sometimes today in the shipping, it takes 24 weeks to get things in.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really nice. The wrestling room's going to look like a college wrestling room. It really is going to have the black mats with the red circles, the white boxes, and some bridge wrestling. We're going to decorate it, make it look, first class. And our kids deserve to be first class. They deserve to have first class facilities.
Yeah.
We also expanded our weight room and our training facility. And Brandon's bringing in a bunch of new equipment, which is great.
Yeah.
And it's a indoor outdoor now, so It's doubled this. It's actually quadrupled in size.
Wow.
So now multiple teams can work out, and we have everything you need to be successful in the weight room.
But one of the things when you put investments in infrastructure like this, we have a lot of middle school and elementary schools out here that need some direction and need some help facilitating their programs. And being that we can have these facilities, I look for us to really step up, and especially in soccer, and help facilitate better middle school leagues and the elementary leagues, so that kids can come over and see what we have. Because when I first got here, we didn't have the beautiful grass fields that we have now. And to go from, I've had some of our old players always invite back to our games, come out and goes, "Where did y'all get this field? This is beautiful. The goals are beautiful."
We have Olympic goals.
Yeah, and
those are expensive.
It's a recruiting. Yeah,
but we had the money, we bought them, and now they're awesome. You have the same goals that you have at Louisville FC.
Well, and then with the football complex being turf, we're going to be able to host, many more tournaments, playoff games.
Well, like I said, it gives you more opportunities. It gives you opportunities to host. It gives you opportunities to play. It gives you opportunities to grow. We had talked about having a Louisville Invitational soccer tournament here, or some kind of soccer tournament. We literally would have 3 soccer fields to play on, and nobody else can say that.
Yeah, and that's funny thing. We met a couple of weeks ago. That was one of our hot topics about what we're going to be doing and developing, because I don't think you can just rely on what you're doing now. You got to plan for the future and put in goals so that you have a way to go after those goals and get the capital you need to make these projects happen. And I think reaching back out into the community is also going to give us kind of a greater presence with the local school kids here. And so they look forward to
we host the JCPS Elementary Soccer League. Mm-hmm. We host a lot of middle school stuff. We host a lot of stuff here. This is a community school. If you come here any day in the fall or the spring, you're going to see kids running around this place, no matter where. Every single piece of property is used.
Yeah.
We do have one little piece of land over there that used to be the dumping ground that we're going to have to develop into something. I have to figure out what that's going to be. Maybe just extra practice facility. Maybe, I don't know. So
outdoor futsal.
Yeah, we good. Yeah,
and stuff like that. Well, Nick, I appreciate you going over all the changes in the facilities and the fundraising. I know we're very lucky in soccer to have you as an athletic director. I've coached all over the country, and I've never had an athletic director that believes in soccer as much as you do, and that's something we all very much appreciate. Stay tuned. Coming up in the next podcast.
Well, Coach, you just keep up the good work. You keep getting them kids out, because we got like 45, 50 kids now, so that's good.
Yeah, we started off with 66, and we kind of weeded it down to, I think it was 51.
That's good.
And we only had 3 seniors that really were players. The other guys worked, and there weren't many of them. So we're continuing to, everywhere I go, I'm kind of like a walking billboard for,
That's good.
Let them know what we're doing. And we're one of the few programs I know in the state that encourages, freshmen to start. A lot of programs want you to go 2 or 3 years before you get a starting thing. Our thing is the top 11 kids are going to be on the pitch.
The best players should play. Coach Miller always said the best are going to play. It don't matter what grade they're in. They're 8th grader, they're the best player, and they're going to play. The best have to play. It's not a charity function.
Nope.
You get to that point, and the kids need to learn that. They need to learn the best are going to play, and then if they're not the best, then they need to figure out how they're going to be the best, and they got to go work harder. And that's the mentality they got to have. And, sometimes it's hard for parents to understand that. Sometimes it's hard to understand that, somebody younger than you might be a little bit better than you right now, but that doesn't mean you can't go get better.
Right, and that's what we preach to our players. It's not how old you are; it's how hard you work, how hard you grasp the concept, and what you're doing in school.
Yeah.
Because face it, I want the top 10 percenters when I graduate here. The people who are going to be doing things in the community and continue to do things in the community. And those are the type of kids we look for. And I think we're getting them now. I think we're competing talent-wise with the other schools in this area. And a good example of that was the All-Star game this year, where our All-Stars went out to the East End and beat them.
Yeah.
First time in a long time that's happened. And you're talking about kids that have indoor facilities and turf fields. So the more equipment that we get, the better facilities we get, I think we have a better class of
Well, I'm
athlete
gonna
out here.
challenge you, Coach. If we start beating Butler, then that means we beat them in everything.
Yeah,
So the boys soccer seems like the only thing we haven't beat them in a while, but
we're getting
they've
there.
been pretty good. Mario and them do a good job over there. But if we can, we start beating them, knock them off. I don't think there's anybody else we got to knock off in the district, in the region, except for DCL. They had a good year last year, but we're not too far behind them. So I know that.
No, we're getting there, and we're laying the proper foundation down
Yeah.
so that the programs can be successful for a long time. So we're pretty excited about that. Well, Nick, I appreciate your time today. Again, it's exciting things going on with the facilities and fundraising here at Pleasure Ridge Park. We'll keep you in tune about what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. Some upcoming games. We'll be talking with the new football coach. We'll be bringing in the soccer staff to talk about what we're up to and is going on. So we can't wait to get back on the air. And for everybody listening tonight, thank you very much.
Thank you. Go Panthers.
There you go.
Thanks again for listening to the PRP Sports Show. For daily updates and schedules, search PRP Athletics on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, go Ridge.